up, Bloody Nerdigans? This is the one and only Packer Girl 89. Today's Manga Nerdigan live reaction video is going to be for Yuragi-sou no Yuuna-san, aka Yuuna in the Haunted Hot Springs, chapter 129. So, last chapter, even though I did love the Byakuya versus Yuuna possessed Kogarashi fight for what it was, I did. I just feel like it could have been so much better. The reason why is I feel like that for the layout of chapter 128, how it should have been is like half of it be the actual Byakuya versus Kogarashi stuff, because I really like the yin and yang vibes that Miura was giving us, and then the other half being the spiritual communication fight between Yuuna and Byakuya, because that was really cool, and I feel like Miura could have done a little bit more symbolism with the art for the spiritual communication battle, and then have Mahoro show up at the end of the chapter, and then have like the rest of the overall conclusion that we got be in chapter 129. That would, to me, be a lot better, especially like say like at the end of this is hypothetically at the end of chapter 128, you had Kogarashi exhausted from his power is exhausted because of Yuuna possessing his body, and her doing the spiritual communication stuff. Like that would, to me, would have been better. Because the way Mahoro came in was just kind of weird. At least it felt rushed to me. But I was right about Mahoro dying. I knew Mahoro was going to die, and I will say this, I did like that Mahoro was the one to ultimately beat Byakuya, because that was her regret. So that, to me, made the most sense. So if you're wondering if I'm pissed that it wasn't like Yuuna or Kogarashi defeating Byakuya, no, I'm not mad about that. The overall resolution to the fight was perfect. I have no problem with the resolution of the fight. The problem I have was with the length of the fight, and I feel like it could have been executed a little bit better. The other thing that happened was after the fight we had, Oboro, of course Oboro, having the balls to go up to Ogu and basically say, you know, how'd you get Kogarashi to fall in love with you? And Ogu, Ogu basically at the end of the chapter admitted that she had feelings for Kogarashi. So let's get to chapter 129 and see what happens next. And we got Yuuna here too. And I'm sorry this recap is a little long. Just before I started recording this video, it just really hit me how frustrated I was with last week's chapter. Even though I did like it, it could have been done so much better. But anyway, hopefully if the anime gets to that part of the anime, the manga, it will be a lot longer. But anyway, so let's get to chapter 129. I love you, Kogarashi. A shocking confession. And this chapter is titled OUGA'S Wish. Did OUGA-san just say I love you? Wait, was that a confession to Kogarashi-san? Oh no, and she was also Kogarashi-san's first love, right? Then I guess it's Master. You've said that how many times now? Huh? Oh, Kogarashi, we love each other, right? Come on, why can't you be happy? Yeah, like I said, it's the past now. Well, in this case, my love for you is a bit different, I think. Back then, you were a loner who avoided people. And, I mean, it's not like we're angry at each other all the time, right? We spent a long time together being more than just master and student. So how do I put this? In the end, we ended up having a special relationship. Miura, for the love of God, please just give us a prequel. We need this prequel. I really want this prequel, god damn it. For me, it kind of felt like a sibling thing. Don't you feel that way, Kogarashi? Aw, well, maybe a bit. Speaking of you listening in on us, Yuuna? Yes? Yuuna, you're here? You're here? Sorry, Yuuna, you're here. So sorry, I didn't mean to listen in. Yeah, can I ask, something? Oh, what's up? So, oh, right, you were curious about this part too, OUGA-san, about how Kogarashi-san managed to recover all his power. Ah. It's a secret Yatagane technique I taught Kogarashi, limitless training. Oh my god, I want a prequel of this! So basically, the more attacks you take, the more training you get. It's something which can make you infinitely stronger. Wait, what? Infinitely? Really? Dude, what? again. This is, it's a secret, let me read what she said here. So, right, you were curious about this too, part 2, Uga-san, about how Kogarashi-san managed to recover all his power? Ah, it's a secret Yatagane technique I taught Kogarashi, limitless training. So basically, the more attacks you take, the more training you get. What? It's something which can make you infinitely stronger. Infinitely? Really? Dude, I want to know how the fuck Kogarashi survived that training. I don't know if I'm the only one that wants to know. But there's a maximum limit to this technique, and you have to get your spiritual power from elsewhere. I mean, the most spiritual power you can get in a day from the natural world is about 100. I found it weird because there weren't any big spirit crystals around, not even with the Kuro agency. Again, we need this prequel, Miura. There's just so much I want to see in a prequel. Like, Kogarashi's adventures with Uga sound awesome. Come on, scroll down. Dang it. Oh, shoot. Scroll too far. Well, it's because of this. This Makatama here is a magical rock modified into a spirit crystal, so apparently it stores up spiritual power when it's near my body. I just used the spiritual power stored up in this thing. Wait, what? So basically, it's kind of like, you remember in Yu Yu Hakusho, the binky that Koema had? That's what that necklace is. Instead of like Koema like sucking, putting a spiritual power in the binky, it's not Kogarashi's spiritual power in the necklace, it's other spiritual power. That is so cool! Magic rock? Was that necklace that important? After you left me the last time, the old man from Kuro realized this and told me about it. Huh? But Uga-san has the same necklace. Well, it was a championship prize for the tournament we had before. And back then, you managed to beat Zakuro. I love you, Kogarashi. Get off me, master. Miura, why? Why are you said it? Miura, are you really gonna do a prequel for this manga? Like, I just want this. I just need this. I really need this prequel. But what is this necklace thing? I thought it was just an accessory. Oh, never mind that. I mean, might as well take it as a commemoration. Now we're matching. Did you really have to materialize one? And that's how we got it. So it's a memorabilia for you and Kogarashi-san. Ah, you're here. The banquet's about ready now. Yeah. Ooh. Of course Kogarashi had that. We had to have the etchiness in here. So sorry, Kogarashi-kun. Hibari wanted to help, but she slipped. That's good. The food's okay. Geez, what are you two doing again? Hibari, that wasn't on purpose, was it? What was that? How the heck did they end up like that? Well, and nobody's really freaking out over this either. Well, this happens all the time. All the time? Are you okay, Yuna? The spirit thing aside, you sleep in the same room as Kogarashi, right? Yeah, I do. And things can get a little, but I guess I'm the one who always ends up initiating it. Besides, I'm okay with it. It's Kogarashi-san after all. I asked Kogarashi, so there's no way to know your regrets, huh, Yuna? He's trying to get you to pass on, it seems. And you're okay with that? Personally? Of course I am. Kogarashi-san is thinking about me after all. And speaking of that, I forgot to mention this at the start of this video. Something that I thought, like going into chapter 128, and I said this, was that Yuna's regret maybe had something to do with Mahoro. And I still kind of feel like it has something to do with Mahoro. I really do. But remember, Yuna's memories are basically locked now. And Byakue's gone, so unless there is someone that can undo the seal of it, yeah, I don't think we're gonna ever know what Yuna's regret is. I really don't know what Yuna's regret could possibly be. I really don't. I thought we were gonna be done with, this manga was gonna be done with, after the Byakue fight, in my opinion, but, now that everything's said and done, I learned something about, Tenko Byakue. Something about Byakue-san? The Garanda technique was actually, well, a technique meant to seal evil spirits. The immortality thing was nothing but a nice side effect. But wait a minute. So, I think I said this when we found out the stuff about the, Garando. No, I didn't. Wait. No, I did say this about the Garando. that, like, maybe because it was meant to seal evil spirits, maybe that's why Byakuya got corrupted. I still think that's the case. This really proves that that's the case, actually. Apparently, Byakuya was an overly serious man who worked for the world and its people. And since he also happened to have a ton of power he couldn't actually handle, he got pretty messed up. There it is, right there. And since he was overly serious, he ended up pushing through with his messed up ways without a second thought. I still think it has something to do with the evil souls being sealed in the Garando. I really do. I feel like the evil souls corrupt, because he did mention the evil souls, I feel like they corrupted him. There's always going to be a chance that someone will change for the worse, no matter how nice a person they are. The longer you exist, the more likely that day will come. My master ended up like that too! Wait, what? Kogarashi may be a sweet guy, but he can be surprisingly stubborn at times, so I think that's where he and Byakuya are a bit similar. I actually agree with that. I didn't think about this until Uga mentioned it. I agree that Byakuya, with the stubbornness thing, and like to an extent, I agree. That I think, because remember what Byakuya's intent was with the Garando, was to heal his sick daughter. Was to find a cure for his daughter's genetic disease. And I feel like Kogarashi has that same aspect going on for him. Like, where, you know, he did whatever it took to save Yuuna. And I feel like that same stubbornness, that same dedication, that's where they're similar. And I get where that yin, and I get why Miura went with that yin and yang route last chapter. That was, Miura, that was really smart. Kogarashi-san and Byakuya-san? So, well, do me a favor, Yuuna. I don't want him to act out and rampage for someone else's sake. So if there's something that's worrying you, just make sure to tell him. Uga just made my point. Okay. You're going home now, Uga-chan? Yeah, I had fun. Thanks. Wait, Makayan, can we continue where we left off? About some secret way to get Fuyuzora? Damn you, Oboro! No fair, Oboro! Hibari, too! What? Ugh, these people. Well, see, everyone seems to love you, my dear Kogarashi. Uga-san, that light! Looks like I'm gonna pass on now! No! No, but why so suddenly? Well, my regrets are more or less gone now. Oh, well, my regrets were basically being unable to hand down the Yatagane technique, techniques my master entrusted to me. That's why when Kogarashi learned them all, I passed on. But then I found out Garando was still in the world, and I sensed that Kogarashi, the man I entrusted my secrets with, my secrets, was in danger, so I bailed on that chance. But now Garando's gone, and after seeing you guys, I realized, dang, Kogarashi's not alone anymore. Uga-san, that's all because you trained me, master. God, I don't want to cry. Well, I guess I did my job as a master then. Have fun in the afterlife, Uga-sama. But seriously, Miura, we really need this prequel. I really need this. I don't care if anyone else doesn't want it. I want this prequel. Of course. Yeah, I ended up doing it again. Right. I'm floating? Phew. I'm not the same as before, Kogarashi-san. Thanks to remembering how to use Genryo-san's powers, I can finally control my poltergeist. Wow, that's awesome, Yuuna. All right, then. I guess you can unseal those memories of yours, right? Now we can figure out your regrets and stuff. Please. So, if there's something that's worrying you, just make sure to tell him. Kogarashi-san, I know you're trying to help me pass on for my sake, but I just don't want to pass on yet. I actually want to keep things the way they are. I want to live together with you and everyone else. Oh, I see now. Sorry. No, I'm sorry. I just nailed the idea into my head that the best thing for spirits is to pass on. Well, wouldn't it be? Because if Yuuna stays a spirit for too long, won't she become evil? No, it's okay. It's okay, Yuuna. Actually, I feel relieved now. Kogarashi-san? Now all I have to do is make sure you don't turn evil. I mean, Master stayed around for more than 100 years without doing that. And you're a member of the three families, so it'll be okay. Well, I don't know about that. It'll be fine. Everyone's here. Don't worry about me, Master. I'll always be here with Yuuna and everyone in the Yugari Inn. And back to everyday life. next issue, Kozuyu and Mirai face off. Okay, so here's my... You know, if you would have ended the manga right here, that would have been a really nice ending. But I know why we're not ending, because we're... Like, I have to ask this, Miura, because this really is going to piss me off if I don't address this, and I'm very curious what you guys think as well. Do you guys think we're ever going to know what Yuna's regrets are? Like, there's got to be and you know what? I just realized this. I realized an idea that's going to happen. It's going to probably be in the final arc of this manga. I thought this was going to be the final arc, and I was wrong. But I feel like this will be the final arc, which is... And I think maybe this is why we got this foreshadowing going on here, is I think Yuna's going to turn evil. And the only way to free her, or, you know, to prevent her from, or to bring her, or like, the only way to prevent her from going, to be permanently an evil spirit will be to unlock her memories and to figure out what her regrets are. I'm telling you, that's going to be the final arc. We're going to be fighting an evil Yuna. I just have this feeling that's going to be the case. But now that this arc is basically over, let me give you my thoughts on this arc overall, and I'll include this chapter, and I'll include like the highs and the lows of this. So overall, I really like this arc. This has to be one of my favorite arcs of this manga. I really liked seeing Uga. I liked learning more about Kogarashi. We finally learned about more about Kogarashi's past, and we learned about this, you know, how he became the Yatagane, so to speak. So I really like that. The other thing that I liked about this arc is I really liked, obviously we found out who Yuna really is. I like the twist that that Yuna's really a clone. And something that really sticks out in my mind, speaking of, is that, remember what Byakuya said? Byakuya said that, that Yuna refused to learn the Garando technique. She didn't want to learn it. And I feel like there's just something there that might be a key to figuring out what her regrets are. Do I still think she talked to Mahoro? Considering we found out that Mahoro was breaking down the seal and whatnot, I still think there might have there might be something to do, just a little something to do with Mahoro, but I still can see Yuna turning evil. I really can, for like the final arc, Yuna turning evil, and the only way to save her is to unlock Yuna's past. So even though Yuna doesn't want to pass right now, she's going to have to pass on eventually. I think it's going to be sooner than later. Because the difference between her and Genryusai and the Genryusai and Uga is that Yuna is a clone. So the time that she has allowed on this earth as a spirit may be limited compared to Uga. And I'm really curious what you guys think in regards to that. Do you guys think that because Yuna is a clone that the evil spirit thing works differently? I just feel like that's got to be the case. That's why I still believe Yuna's going to turn evil. It's mainly because of Yuna being a Genryusai. She's a clone. And because she's not unlocking her memories, and she's not trying to at least attempt to figure out what her regret is, it's going to come back to bite Yuna in the ass. And, like, I feel like this chapter has a lot of foreshadowing going on in here between the, about what Uga said, about Kogarashi being like Byakuya in a way. I really agree. I definitely agree with that. I'm glad we got that confirmation on let's talk about the Garando for a second too, that Uga said, that Uga talked about. She said that basically that what the Garando's purpose was to seal evil spirits, and immortality was a side effect. Well, to me, I thought that maybe like the evil spirit, because I think what was going on, this is why Mahoro stayed the way she was, is that because Byakue was able to, for the most part, use pure souls, it didn't corrupt Mahoro so much. And I don't think it corrupted Byakue until, I think what really corrupted Byakue was the evil souls. Because I thought the Garando purified the evil souls, and it didn't. It just sealed them. So I think that what really made Byakue go nuts is was the evil souls sealed within him. I'm very curious what you guys think in regards to that. I'm very curious what you guys think is going to happen, like in upcoming arcs. Like, do you guys agree with me that Yuna's going to turn evil, full on evil, and the only way to save her is going to be to figure out her regret? Because that would be a really good way to end the series. Actually, is to how to figure out Yuna's regret is. Like when it's like too late, because again, the Genryusai is a clone. It's not like she's an actual, well, she does have Tenko DNA in her, but she's a clone. So it's going to be interesting to see when Yuna becomes corrupted, because I think it's going to happen. And if anything, it will be the final arc of this manga. But I'm very curious what your guys' thoughts are. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. And remember to like, comment, share. Oh, and also before I forget, I did like how Uga left. How Uga left was perfect. Anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. And remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Nerdigans Inc. If you love what I'm doing and want to contribute to my channel expansion, there's a few ways you could do that. You could donate to my PayPal, Patreon, GoFundMe, purchase something off my Amazon wishlist. All that's in the description box below. Also, make sure you follow me on Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, find me on PlayStation Network. That's in the description box below as well. Till next time, Nerdigans, I'll be seeing you later. Bye.